First race pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. It's Diamond Lee between horses for the lead. Here comes Diablo. Joined on the outside of horses, Wicked Mask. Now they charge into that first turn, and Diamond Lee benefits from the inside, but here comes Diablo. Moving second on the outside, Wicked Mask. Moves into third, followed in that turn by First and Gold. It's Patriotic Prize, Our Lucky Fella, and Big Leroy. Out of the turn, moving for the quarter, and all the actions up front between horses, Diablo. They're by the quarter. They've hit the quarter as Diablo 28-4. Here comes Wicked Mask on the attack on the outside. Second, Diamond Lee. Right there in third, First and Gold. Followed on the inside of horses by Patriotic Prize or Lucky Fella. Approaching the half-mile juncture. On the inside, it's Diablo. On the outside, it's Wicked Mask. Up and challenging second, Wicked Mask. Now with a neck in front. Diablo is right there, second, followed by First and Gold, and third, Diamond Lee. Big Leroy. The field's halfway home. 59-2 into the clubhouse turn, and Diablo has that lead a long neck, but Wicked Mask is on the attack on the outside second. On the inside, Diamond Lee right there in third. First and Gold. On the inside of horses, Patriotic Prize, Big Leroy, and trailing the field, that's Our Lucky Fella. Another turn, now they curve into the box. Rich and Diablo leads the way, but here comes Big Leroy. Look at him fly. Was fourth, now third, charging second down the outside. 3/4 on the board. 131-3, and Big Leroy now powers on by. There goes First and Gold, moving right with him. Here comes Lucky Fella. On the far outside, here comes Patriotic Prize. 3 horses between horses. It's Big Leroy. On the inside, First and Gold, and Our Lucky Fella. Here they come, and down the stretch, Big Leroy has the lead, but here comes Our Lucky Fella. Big Leroy, Our Lucky Fella charging. It's Our Lucky Fella on the outside. Our Lucky Fella at the wire. Ladies and gentlemen, horses are leaving the paddock for the second race. Perfecto wagering on this race. This is leg 1. Here they come. They're off. It's Sam Patch on the outside for the lead. There goes Leota Lady, joined on the inside by Stirrup as they ramble into that first turn, and 4 trotters are across the track with Stirrup on the inside. But here comes Sam Patch, Leota Lady charging into second, and 3 wide on the outside, and off stride goes Rude River. Rude River is off stride. Curving into the backstretch, approaching the first quarter. Here comes Leota Lady. Leota Lady now with the lead. It's Stirrup in second. 2 lengths back to Yankee GI. 29-3 the opening quarter, and Leota Lady has that 2-length lead. It's Stirrup in second by 4 lengths, followed now by Yankee GI. It's East Ridge Star, followed by Sam Patch, followed now by Equinox Storm, Mr. Wilson, and trailing the field far back. That's Rude River. They're heading for the half-mile juncture, and it's Leota Lady by 3 lengths. It's Stirrup in second on the outside, East Ridge Star. On the inside of us is Yankee GI. Equinox Storm. 1:04 the race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn, Leota Lady leads 2 lengths. Stirrup is getting the trip second, 2 lengths. East Ridge Star in third. On the inside of us is Yankee GI. Equinox Storm, followed by Mr. Wilson. Out of the turn, now they curve into the box stretch, and Leota Lady leads the way now by 3 lengths. It's Stirrup in second. On the outside, Equinox Storm. Mr. Wilson is 4 wide. 3/4 on the board. 131 and 1 into the final turn they trot. Leota Lady Equinox Storm digs in between horses. Mr. Wilson, stirrup is there. Around the final turn, Leota Lady, here comes Equinox Storm. Here they come trotting for home, and Leota Lady cuts the corner between horses. Equinox Storm, Mr. Wilson charging. Leota Lady, Equinox Storm is coming on. Here comes Equinox Storm. Equinox Storm, 2 horses at the wire. That is a photo. Please hold. All field moves to the top of the turn, nearing the start. Here they come. They're off. It's Snazzy Jazzy on the outside for the lead. No, they raced into that first turn, and Snazzy Jazzy opens up now by 4 lengths. It's Field Boss in second, 2 lengths Satellite Dream. Third, 2 lengths followed by Anxious Cash. It's 2 lengths back to Twin Explosion. 3 lengths back, Fantastic Voyage. Carolina Drew and Lake Hills Jason. Out of the turn, moving for the quarter. Snazzy Jazzy leads the wheel like this. Field Boss closes the gap second, 3 lengths Satellite Dream. Now they're by the quarter. 29 and 4 the quarter. Positions unchanged. Snazzy Jazzy leads the wheel length and a quarter. Field Boss right there in second. Satellite Dream in third now by 2 lengths. Anxious Cash. Here comes Fantastic Voyage ranging upon the outside to an explosion. Followed now by Carolina Drew and far back Lake Hills Jason. They're heading for the half-mile juncture. Positions unchanged and Snazzy Jazzy leads the way, but Field Boss is running her heels. Second, they're halfway home. 101 and 2. Into the clubhouse turn they rule, and Snazzy Jazzy leads the way. Field Boss is right there a second. Here comes Carolina Fantastic Voyage charging into third, followed by Satellite Dream back to fourth. On the outside, that's Twin Explosion, followed by Anxious Cash, Carolina Drew, and now on the move, it's Lake Hills Jason. Out of the turn, they curve into the box stretch. Snazzy Jazzy has the lead. Field Boss, Fantastic Voyage as they drive by 3/4. 132 flat. Snazzy Jazzy Field Boss is right there second. On the outside of us is Fantastic Voyage, Satellite Dreaming off stride again. Lake Hills Jason. Here they come turning for home. Snazzy Jazzy is under urging. Field Boss is waiting for the open stretch, and down the stretch it's Snazzy Jazzy. Here comes Fantastic Voyage. Field Boss is charging through. Here comes Field Boss. Field Boss on the inside. 3 horses at the wire. And that is a photo, please. Field moves to the top of the turn, nearing the start. Fourth race, Pacers, and behind the starting gate, here they come. They're off. It's Dual Fuel on the outside for the lead. And there goes Twiggy Elmerhurst and those two as they dive into that first turn. Twiggy Elmerhurst has the lead a length, but Dual Fuel moves on him on the outside, and Dual Fuel with a rush. No to take command. It's Twiggy Elmerhurst in second. Timber Cat 2 lengths back in third, and turn laughing, followed by Call Me a Fool. It's Strike a Pose, followed by JC Star and Wings of Gabriel. Your leader by the quarter, Twiggy Elmerhurst. The quarter 28 and 2, and Twiggy Elmerhurst has the 2 length lead. It's Dual Fuel in second, a length Timber Cat. Right there in third, Enter Laughing. Followed to the outside, JC Star. It's Call Me a Fool. Wings of Gabriel and Strike a Pose. They're heading for the half-mile juncture. It's Ron Marsh and Twiggy Elmerhurst. Here comes Tony Morgan and Timbercat. Now third, moving second. On the inside, it's Dual Fuel and third, Enter Laughing. The field's halfway home. A minute flat into the clubhouse turn, and Twiggy Elmerhurst, 3 parts of a length. Timbercat is on the outside, trying to come on second. Dual Fuel in third. On the outside of horses, Enter Laughing, Call Me a Fool. Followed by JC Star, Strike a Pose. Far back, Wings of Gabriel. Out of the turn, now they curve into the back stretch. You're in the leader, Twiggy Elmerhurst, 3 parts of a length. Timbercat is on the outside, trying to come on second. Dual Fuel, Enter Laughing, 3/4. 129 and 1 into the final turn. Twiggy Elmerhurst, 3 parts of a length, now a half length. Timbercat is on the outside, trying to come on. Enter Laughing. Here they come, turning for home. It's Twiggy Elmerhurst with the lead. It's Timbercat and Enter Laughing down the stretch to Twiggy Elmerhurst. Twiggy Elmerhurst is opening up the lead. It is all Twiggy Elmerhurst tonight. Timbercat close for third. I've returned. Field moves to the top of the turn. Here they come. They're off. Between horses, US Eagle for the lead. Here comes Casino Cash. Draining the inside of horses, Be Home Early. Into the turn and Be Home Early. No powers on by. It's US Eagle parked on the outside. Drops in second. Itch Curian right there in third. Casino Cash looks to drop in fourth, but Duo De Niro closes the gap. On the inside of horses, Fellas Chip, Rapid Robbie, Crystal Gaza. Here comes US Eagle. US Eagle on the attack. Now to challenge and take command. Be Home Early back to second. 29 and 1 the quarter. Casino Cash charging into third. Followed on the inside, it's Itch Carry On. Followed by Duo De Niro, Rapid Robbie, Crystal Gaza. Trailing the field, that's Fellas Chip. They're heading for the half-mile juncture. US Eagle leads the way now by 3 lengths. It's Be Home Early in second. Casino Cash first over Park now drives into second. It's Be Home Early in third. On the outside of horses, Rapid Robbie. A minute and 1 the race is half over. Now they charge into that clubhouse turn. It's US Eagle with the lead. On the outside, Casino Cash into second, but Be Home Early is now moving back to second. It's Casino Cash in third. It's Itch Carry On. Here comes Rapid Robbie. Here comes Crystal Gaza. Out of the turn. Now they curve into the back stretch, approaching the final quarter. It's US Eagle with the lead. Off stride, it's Crystal Gaza. 3/4 on the board. 130 and 4 now into the drive into the far turn. US Eagle has the lead. Casino Cash moves between horses, but Be Home Early is right there in third. Rapid Robbie 3 wide. Itch Carry On and Fellas Chip around the final turn. Dave McGee goes to the whip. On US Eagle, here they come and down the stretch. US Eagle has the lead. Here comes Be Home Early charging. It's US Eagle, Be Home Early coming on. It's US Eagle and Be Home Early. US Eagle, Be Home Early, those two at the wire. Here they come. They're off. It's Strange Promise on the outside for the lead. Now they ramble into that first turn. Strange Promise, but there goes Come On Ike. And Come On Ike shoots on through now to take command. Fantastic Finale moving right with him as Strange Promise now drops in third. It's False Fella in fourth by 2 lengths. Perry's Pleasure, Jackpot Elmerhurst, followed by Celtic Ranger and Size Scooter trailing out of the turn. North moving for the quarter, and Come On Ike has the lead a length and a quarter. Now they're by the quarter. 28 and 4. Positions unchanged, and Common Ike leads the way a length and a half. Fantastic Finale. He's second to like Strange Promise. Right there in third, a length and a quarter. False Fella. He's flush to the outside, followed now by Size Scooter. Heading for the half-mile juncture. Come on, Ike, but False Fella is on the attack on the outside second. Fantastic Finale right there in third, 2 lengths back to Strange Promise and Size Scooter. They're halfway home, 59 seconds flat into the clubhouse turn, and Come on, Ike has a neck in front. False Fella is on the move on the outside second. Fantastic Finale is right there in third, 2 lengths back to Strange Promise, followed now by Perry's Pleasure, Size Scooter, Jack Panelmerhurst, and trailing the field, but moving up 3 wide, Celtic Ranger. Out of the turn, now they move up the back stretch. On the inside, Come on, Ike. On the outside, False Fella. These two are noses apart. 3/4, 127 and 3 into the final turn. Come on, Ike is on the inside, but False Fella looks him right in the eye. Fantastic Finale. He's waiting for that open stretch. Here comes Strange Promise, 3 wide. Here they come, turning for home. It's Come on, Ike with the lead. Between horses, False Fella, Strange Promise. Here comes Fantastic Finale. He shoots through the open stretch. Come on, Ike. Here comes Fantastic Finale. 2 horses at the wire. And that is a photo. Please hold all tickets. Gate is rolling, top of the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's time in a battle between horses. Here comes Polite Log. Here goes Raven Ruler. Into the turn they roll, and 3 horses are across the track. Now Raven Ruler sweeps upon the outside, a challenge, and now take command. Time in a bottle. Holes on the inside second. Polite Log in third. 2 lengths back to Foster's Logger. Trailing the field, that's Pleasing Kip. Approaching the quarter, and from the outside, Raven Ruler no sprints clear by 2 lengths. They're by the first quarter. They've hit the quarter, 28 and 2. Raven Ruler has that 2-length lead. It's time in a bottle, second, 3 lengths. Flight Log, third, number length and a quarter, followed by Frank Henry, followed by Foster's Logger and Pleasing Kip. Positions on change, approaching the half-mile juncture. It's Danny Knox and Raven Ruler with that 2-length lead. Time in a bottle is getting the trip second, 2 lengths. Flight Log right there in third, first over Foster's Logger, followed by Frank Henry and Pleasing Kip. They're halfway home, 59 seconds flat into the clubhouse turn, and Raven Ruler has a 2-length lead. Time in a bottle is right there second. Here comes Foster's Logger inching into third. Flight Log is now back to fourth. Pleasing Kip, Frank Henry trailing out of the turn. They curve into the box stretch, approaching the final quarter. It's Raven Ruler with the lead. It's time in a bottle getting the trip. On the inside, it's Flight Log, Foster's Logger. 3/4, 128 and 1. Raven Ruler into the far turn, 2 lengths, but Time in a Bottle stalks the leader in second. On the inside, Flight Log needs racing room. Top of the turn, Danny Knox going to the whip on Raven Ruler. Here they come, turning for home. Raven Ruler cuts the corner. On the inside, here comes Flight Log charging. It's Raven Ruler, Flight Log. It's Raven Ruler, and he's off stride. Here comes Time in a Bottle at the wire. Out of the turn. Here they come. They're off. It's Go Girl Go on the outside. There goes Stormy Winray. Drain to the inside like gangbusters. Into the turn and Stormy Winray. From the outside now powers on by. It's like gangbusters. Right there in second. Go Girl Go. Looks to drop in third. Drops in third. Olivia Franco. 3 lengths back to Name Game. Sparks will fly. And trailing the field. That's Soup de jour bluegrass. Out of the turn, moving for the quarter. It's Stormy Winray, 2 lengths and like gangbusters. They're by the quarter, 28-2 the first quarter. Positions unchanged. Stormy Winray has a 2-length lead. It's like gangbusters closing the gap second, followed by Go Girl Go right there in third, now by 2 lengths, followed by Olivia Franco, followed now by Sparks Will Fly, Name Game, and trailing the field, Soup de jour bluegrass, heading for the half-mile juncture. It's Stormy Winray with the lead, like gangbusters is right there second. Go Girl Go, flush to the outside. Here comes Go Girl Go. 58-3, the race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn and Stormy Winray leads the way a length and a quarter, but Go Girl Go is on the attack on the outside second like gangbusters, followed now by Sparks Will Fly. Olivia Franco out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch approaching the final quarter. It's Stormy Winray, 3 parts of a length. Go Girl Go moves out around the outside second, 3/4 on the board. 127-2. Now they charge into the final turn on the inside. Stormy Winray. It's Go Girl Go driving other on the outside second. Sparks Will Fly. She's moving up 3 wide. Here they come, turning for home. It's Stormy Winray with the lead. On the outside, Go Girl Go. Here comes like gangbusters on the inside. On the outside, here comes Olivia Franco charging. Olivia Franco is fastest of all. Here they come. They're off. It's Delco Dancer on the inside. There goes Kablooey. Joined on the inside of us is Old Robbie. Into the turn they roll on Delco Dancer. Benefits from the inside as Kablooey. No drops in second. That's Old Robbie. 5 lengths back in third. Followed by Chansey Domino. On the outside that's Do By Myself. Followed in that turn by Best of Carson. Sweet as Clover and Sea Image trailing. Your leader is Delco Dancer. It's Kablooey in second. Another by the quarter. 28-3 the opening quarter. Positions unchanged. Delco Dancer has a 5-length lead. It's Kablooey in second. A distant third is All Too Robbie, followed by Do By Myself. Chansey Domino, followed by Best of Carson. They're heading for the half-mile juncture. Delco Dancer opens up the lead now with every stride. It's Kablooey in second. All Too Robbie tries to keep up in third. Do By Myself, followed by Chansey Domino. Best of Carson. 59-1, the race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn and Delco Dancer leads the way by 2.5 lengths. Kablooey charging back to second on the inside. It's All Too Robbie, followed by Chansey Domino. Best of Carson out of the turn. They curve into the box stretch, and here comes Kablooey. Kablooey up to challenge for the lead, but Delco Dancer holds tough on the inside. On the inside of us is All Too Robbie. Chansey Domino. They're moving by 3/4. 130-1 into the final turn. Kablooey moves between horses. Here comes Chansey Domino. 3 wide and third. On the inside, Delco Dancer and All Too Robbie. Around the final turn, it's Kablooey with the lead. Here comes Chansey Domino. Here they come, turning for home. It's Kablooey with the lead. Chansey Domino charging All Too Robbie. It's Chansey Domino now to take command. A late move on the inside. Here comes All Too Robbie. Chansey Domino, All Too Robbie. Those two at the wire. That is a photo. Play zone. 9-3 is top bottom. 7-1-3. 2-4. 5.86 on the bottom. In the 10th race, Marshall Duncan drives 3 lead. Top of the turn. Tenth race Pacers are in behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. It's Lake Hills Chris going right for the lead. Here comes Broadway Locomotion. Now they drive into that first turn, and Lake Hills Chris powers into a 2-length lead, but Broadway Locomotion drops in second, 2 lengths. Mohawk Warrior in third, now by 3 lengths. TJ Anthony followed in that turn by Lee's Diamond Dream. BL Strike, Mr. Procrastinator, and 3 lengths back to Hollering Dollar. Out of the turn, now they're racing for the quarter. Lake Hills Chris leads 2 lengths. Broadway Locomotion, they're by the quarter. 29 seconds flat. Positions unchanged, and Lake Hills Chris has that 2-length lead. Broadway Locomotion second by 3 lengths. It's Mohawk Warrior right there in third, now by 2 lengths. TJ Anthony in fourth by 2 lengths. Mr. Procrastinator is first over on the outside, followed by Lee's Diamond Dream, followed by Hollering Dollar, and trailing the field, that's BL Strike. Moving by the half, here comes Mohawk Warrior up to challenge Lake Hills Chris. 59 and 2, the race is half over. Into the clubhouse, turning Lake Hills Chris has the lead, draws clear again. Mohawk Warrior is on the attack on the outside. Second, Broadway Locomotion is right there in third, 2 lengths. Mr. Procrastinator, TJ Anthony, Hollering Dollar, followed by Lee's Diamond Dream, trailing the field, that's BL Strike. Out of the turn, they curve into the box stretch, and Lake Hills Chris has a nose in front. 3/4 on the board. 129 and 2. Now they drive into the far turn. Lake Hills Chris has a neck in front, but Mohawk Warrior digs in on the outside second. Broadway Locomotion right there in third. TJ Anthony. Here they come, turning for home. It's Lake Hills Chris with the lead. Between horses, Mohawk Warrior. Here comes TJ Anthony charging on the inside of horses. That's Broadway Locomotion. It's Lake Hills Chris with the lead. TJ Anthony charging. Lake Hills Chris close for second. Number 4, Lake Hills Chris.